Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Sharan. I'm one of the medical students from Lancaster. In this video, I'll be talking about some of the things that I found interesting this month and share them with you guys. And this will be a part of a monthly series called Monthly Discoveries, so I'm planning on doing one each month. So if you want to keep up with that, subscribe. And without further ado, let's begin with the first one. So the first one I'll talk about is an app called Notion, and Notion is an app that I've been using for quite a while now and has completely changed the game for me. I started using Notion as an all-in-one workspace, and I use it to plan my videos, make my notes, and I keep my diaries and calendars on it. The great thing about Notion is the fact that it syncs across all devices. So for example, if I write something on my laptop, it can come straight up on my phone or my iPad and vice versa, so it gets updated everywhere. If I'm using a uni or library laptop, I can go onto the Notion webpage and sign in on that, and I can see all my stuff straight away. So I don't have to worry about forgetting my iPad or forgetting my laptop, because it will be on this webpage. And at the same time, if I forget my iPad and I need to go through the notes on there, it's fine because I can open it up via my laptop or my phone, because I'll have the Notion app for that. The thing about Notion is that the free version gives you around 5,000 blocks. So what it means is that for each block you can put like a web page or like a notes or question or do whatever you want with it. But with 5,000 isn't that much, and with the free plan you get the 5,000 blocks and you get 5 megabytes of files that you can upload on there. Instead, I use Notion's personal plan where I can upload as much stuff as I want, write as many notes as I can, and it's $4 a month. But if you're a student and you have a student email, so for me, if it ends in a .ac.uk, you can use the personal plan for free. This is an app that I definitely want to go further into and talk about in the future, so I'll definitely keep Notion in mind, and it's getting more and more popular, so it's something that I use as my main productivity app when it comes to taking my notes. My next monthly discovery is the Mindset Mentor podcast that I started listening to on Spotify. The host is Rob Dial, who's a speaker from United States, where he talks about motivation, direction and focus in life. He's like a node within this motivational network, because he doesn't only talk about perspectives and new ideas, but he also interviews many influential people and sees how they think about common things in life. So recently I listened to one of his podcasts where he was interviewing Jay Shetty on his book Think Like a Monk, where they were talking about meditation, perspectives, positive mindset and how to find purpose. One quote Jay Shetty mentioned that really resonated with me is the fact that a passion becomes a purpose only when you use it in the service of others. And it made me think about why not all rich people are happy, because yes, they follow their passion and they've got a lot of money, but for some of them, because they haven't used it in the service of others and doing something back to the community, they don't necessarily get purpose out of it. So that was interesting, and that's just skimming the surface. So the interview talks about a lot of perspectives, and it just opens your mind up to a lot of new ideas. I love listening to this podcast by Rob Dial, and he's helped me grow in so many ways. And if you're interested in motivational and self-growth, then this podcast is for you. So that's the Mindset Mentor that I've started listening to. Finally, the last thing that I want to talk about is a book, and that's Money, a User's Guide. And this is everything about money that I wish I got taught about in school. It's informative, it's easy to read, and it's got a great overview on money. And if you're a student who knows very little about money, then this book is for you, because it goes through stuff like student finance, how to budget, where to save, and the list just goes on. And it's great because it's given me a kind of a holistic view on how to look after my money. I'll read out some of its content. So it's got stuff to do about how to budget, where to save, how to invest in the stock market. And thing is, when it comes to finance, there's a lot of jargon. So it's stuff like commodities, shares, bonds, insurance. I had an idea of what they might be, but this book explains it so clearly and so easily, and it just gives you a perspective on money. And now I just feel more confident about how to manage my money. So if you're definitely a student or just a young person living in the UK, then this book can benefit you. The reason why it's just for people in the UK is that it's got stuff about ISAs, SIPs, GoCompare.com, MoneySupermarket.com, and these are things that are in the UK. So if you're from abroad, I mean, there are loads of tips and tricks in this book that can help you, but the target audience for this is particularly young people from the UK. So if you're from somewhere else There might be stuff in here which will be a bit confusing, but there are loads of tips and tricks that you can take from this and apply to where you're from in the world. So it's a great little book. It's really short. It's not the size of a regular book. It's really short. It's like a pocket sized. And yeah, if you want to know about money, if you don't know where to start, this is a good place to start. So I would highly recommend reading this book. So that's it. These are my 3 discoveries for the month: an app, a podcast and a book. If you like this one, give it a like. I'd really appreciate that. And if you have any monthly discoveries that you want to share as well, comment down below or message me. I'll happily look at them. So thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.